Liz, when we first met, I didn't really like you. But as we got to know each other.
Is it because I was taller than you?
Well, you're tall, yes. But we had our ups and downs at the beginning, but you jumped right in and started playing, trying to learn the game as everybody does going in, but you would not hit anybody. Right? You guys remember? She'd be there, she'd run with the ball, she'd get touched, and she'd just go to the ground. Well, then one day she met Chris. Put him in the hospital.
Literally.
Sydney, you did too. But I'll never forget the day. I don't remember what game it was, but I'll never forget. And I think I said to your father after the game, she finally learned that she's big and strong and she can run people over.
It was a Doylestown Sevens tournament.
It was a Doylestown Sevens tournament.
Yeah.
Scott, do you remember it? After everything we talked about this, I go, I think it clicked. She realizes, I can run through people, this is fun. And then when I drop my shoulder and tackle them, oh my God, that's a lot of fun too. So then year 2 or 3 happened, and I don't remember how long. It seems like forever, but you stepped up and you learned the game. I think one of my fondest memories was at Mars, the first Mars, when we split up into teams and you were all coached by yourselves. And I'm eavesdropping on your team. And it's you as a first-year player barking out orders on how the team's going to play. And I'm just kind of looking in the tent going, all these players, and Liz, the newest one of them all, is telling them all, and they're all listening to everything she had to say. And one of these guys said to me, like, well, what did she say? I go, everything she said was absolutely correct. I go, I'm not going to stop it. But anyway, I'm going to end up with this. You killed it this year. You killed it every year. And that hit on Jenny. It's actually Weiner. We got corrected. But that hit on Jenny, that was the hardest she's ever been hit. We heard Steph, we talked about that. I was almost in tears when your father texted me that you signed the papers for AIC. Very proud of you tonight. Very shocked I didn't get a text about it. I did it for my dad, but not you. So you're in my doghouse now. That's about it for me. I'll let one of these guys go on. Good luck. We all love you.
So,
Come sit.
so Dobbs, when we first met, it was really amazing. I felt this connection from the beginning. So Liz, actually, I remember when you first came out. We were indoors training in the bubble, and we were doing our first tackling drill. And someone said, I think these kids play football. And we said, all right, let's see what happens. And she tackled somebody like someone who had played football and was still wearing pads. And I sort of went, okay, all right, I like the aggressiveness, she popped back up. And over the years, as our relationship has gone by, I've watched you mature both as a player, but more importantly as a human. And I don't know if you remember this, it was meaningful to me, but we sat down before at Ruggerfest in Carolina, and it was brief, it was in between games, and I said, you were a junior at the time, and I said, I think you're becoming a leader. People listen to you, and they care about what you're saying. And I can tell because they're not just, yesing you, they're actually listening, they're paying attention. What you're saying is accurate, and I think you should continue doing that. I don't know where you'll go and what the captainship will be at that time. Juniors, all the juniors are always fighting for who's going to be the captain next year.
Never noticed.
I mean, so we've been told. And so I said, I don't know where that's going to be, but either way, it doesn't matter to me because people are listening to you and you're a leader. And this year, we watched it happen. And I actually pulled your dad aside, and I don't know if you know this or he told you, but I pulled him aside at this year's showcase, and I said, hey, what's Liz's story? Where's she going? Because I'm getting coaches asking me about her and watching her play and do stuff, and it's just getting better and better and better. And he gave me the whole conversation, and then kind of quietly, like nothing happened, and then maybe 2-3 days ago, I don't know, maybe a week ago, Dob said to me, "Hey, Liz signed with AIC." And I went, "That is amazing. I'm so happy for you because I think like you're just starting. It's going to be this like amazing journey for you." And so tonight, when I first walked in, Liz's dad, Scott, came up to me and said, "Hey, like that was a funny conversation. We got it sorted out." And I said, "That's awesome, and I'm super proud and happy for you." And I think the only thing I would tell you is that like the adventure for you, hopefully, is just beginning, because there's so much like awesome potential as an athlete, but more importantly, and everyone here knows this just based on the words, as a human, because you care and you love the people around you, and that's clear in how it came back from the people tonight. So I'm happy for you, I'm proud of you, and it's been really an honor being a part of your journey. I'm not sitting on the couch.
Okay. Oh man. All right, Bestie. I think one of the things that used to happen is early on in your career with the team is like you'd come off the field and you'd be frustrated and you walk up and you're like, "What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do better? I don't understand." And I'm, I'm just looking at you and I'm like, "Kid, just keep doing what you're doing. Like you're doing all right. Like, don't overthink it. You're in the right spot. You're doing the hard work. You're at the breakdowns. You're making the big carries." And I think that clicked sometime, not this past season, but the last season. And I forget the game where it was, but like, I think we were commentating the game, and I'm like, "Holy shit, I think Liz hit it." It's like, you can't say
Yes,
that.
you can.
Okay, well, thank you. But it was like a watershed moment, right? It was like it was, the confidence came, like in yourself. Like you were always doing all the right things. It was just that it needed to click for you. And Mike touched on the leadership piece. I think you've been a leader without knowing it for a long time. And there's a quiet confidence that you have, which is interesting because you're not very quiet most of the time. But on the field, you just have this sense of it, like, and your teammates, I suspect, I believe, appreciate it in the hard moments. I'll say, as a coach and for a number of years, it has been my absolute pleasure to see you come into the game the way you have. You're a fantastic human being. You're a hell of a rugger, and I wish you the best. I wish you the best.
What's up, Bess?
Liz,
What's up, King?
how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Scott, Rowena, thank you for the invite this evening. We've had a lot of fun. So I'm the team manager with the girls program, and it's been my absolute pleasure to have been involved in this managing what we've been doing for the last couple of years and continue to. But Elizabeth, I think you came in a little over 3 years ago. We had just come in, my daughter had just come into high school just after our first year, and so it's been a whirlwind, quite literally in some cases. Yeah, this is only twice in my life that I've been like honestly floored. Trying to explain to a doctor that a high school rugby player, female, actually laid me out on the field in a training. It's getting a bit old, but I thank you for the most recent one. But I'm back, I'm standing and kicking the heels, it's all going. But no, seriously, thank you for everything you've done for the girls program. I think, it's all been said, I think, by one of my fellow coaches here. Your leadership, from a personal level to the team, we always talk about, yes, we vote in leaders, lead captains of the team each year, but to be honest, everybody has to be a leader in their own sense, in their own shoes on the field in every moment. And having taken photographs and video for the last couple of years of the team's work, you're a constant standout in terms of putting it out there and actually getting work done. And so it's been my absolute pleasure to have been able to be a part of that. I wish you very well for everything, and I absolutely am delighted that you're going to AIC. I remember we were at Nationals a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month and a half ago,
And I think just after the girls got unfortunately, beaten in that last game, but at the same time we were standing around, and this big guy who's like 7 foot tall, I swear, with like more facial hair than I've ever seen, comes up and he's like, "I'm looking for Liz Hansen," and I'm going, "She's just over there. She's tired right now with a sore shoulder." He goes, "I got to talk to her," and I saw this AIC on his shirt, and I'm like, "Get that guy over to that young lady right now." So I'm delighted that you're going all the way with them, and congratulations once again.
Come on, Chris, take a seat.
So, Liz, thank you for the 4 hours I spent with Chris at the hospital after you hit him that I will never get back. I really appreciate it. I did get to drive his new truck though, so that was awesome.
Great, so at least I got you that.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! It's awesome. So rugby is really about community, and teammates will be with you forever. So for your mother that said that your other mother that said she'll bring the machete, I guarantee you that some of your teammates will help dig the hole. So that's guaranteed. Some of them have probably already thought about it. They probably know a good spot to bury the body. So, best of luck in college. You're going to meet a whole new bunch of people, and they're going to be fantastic. And you will.
Don't cry.
Someone get a tissue, please.
I'm the emotional coach. No, so you will do awesome. You will do awesome, and we're so proud of you, and we think you're a star. So, best of luck at the AIC, and we're going to be watching.
Thank you, Chris.
No, you'll sit on me.
I gotta take the picture first.
Get him a Kleenex.
So, the only reason I grabbed this again because there was something I forgot I wanted to say, and this is not from me. This is more from my daughter. My daughter Emily, you played with, and coming home from Aspetuck, the year that it rained and we got canceled the second night, my daughter says to me, "I blanking love Liz Hansen." And I go, "Why?" She goes, "She is the ultimate teammate. She has your back no matter what happens." I guess a girl did something to my daughter on the field, and you kind of threatened to beat the
I
hell
almost
out of the
punched
girl.
him, yeah.
So that's coming from one of your former captains, and hearing what Sydney had to say too. I know you are the ultimate teammate. When you go to school, keep that.
And may I ask those coaches to join Elizabeth again to have a photo with her?
Drop the mic.
And then after this, we're gonna sing a happy birthday to our birthday celebrant. So may I ask somebody to bring up the cake here? All right, one more time, everybody, for Elizabeth and the rugby coaches.